Yo, check. Let me just configure a little bit. This is gonna be a video. I finally hit master after so many attempts, after 2 accounts in Diamond 1, 3 accounts in Diamond 1, and demoting back to Diamond 4 and starting new accounts. And oh man, it was really hard. And this video, I even like set my camera on. Usually I don't stream with the camera anymore. This is gonna be pure real talk video. My honest opinion about all this master and higher elo stuff, and yeah, what actually goes with solo queue, and you know how much time I had to invest. I hit master yesterday from Diamond 3 to master in one session. I streamed over 12 hours and I played 20 hours a day. I didn't sleep for almost 2 days, I think. I just woke up. I woke up 1 hour ago-ish. The time on my... Obviously it's not this time right now. But yeah, anyway. So I just want to make like a little real talk video, give you my honest opinion, my honest thoughts about especially this division. Because I've managed to get Diamond almost every season. I played mainly on season 2 and 3, 4. 5 was my last season, because then season 6-ish, 5-ish came, if I remember correctly, a tank meta, where Riven was completely useless and everything was about tanks. I quit League around that time, and I came back 4 seasons later, something like that. I didn't play for season 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 maybe, and then I came back. So the game obviously changed a lot during that time. It obviously changed a lot. Meta changed plenty of times. The solo queue is not like it was in season 3. In season 3, solo queue was like I mained Riven, Vayne, Zed, and when you got first blood on Riven top lane, the game was basically over back then. Back then you could pretty much always 1v9 if you were good. My peak back then was Diamond 1, 98 LP. It was 2 or 3 games away from Challenger. Nowadays you have, after Diamond, you have Master and Grandmaster and I don't know what, a billion divisions. But back then, Season 3, Diamond 1 was actually considered high elo, and I even played with a lot of Challengers and stuff like that. And I was consistent Diamond 1 at the time. Sadly, my account got banned. The Diamond 198 LP1. Yeah, I was extremely toxic. Win trading happened. I flamed the win trader, who won 0-15 on purpose in my game, which I needed to hit Challenger. I remember that it was a Pantheon, and I flamed him so much that I got banned after that. And yeah, it was really hard. My stream even then at the time sometimes had 800 viewers, 1k viewers, 400. My Riven back then was like on LOL scale or whatever it was called, rank 22-ish. So there was Box was the best Riven, Viper, Lord Master King, and I was in that list, a few places behind these Riven OTPs. And back then, a good Riven was so rare because you had no practice tool. Like, the way I had to practice a good Riven combo, like the most famous Riven combo probably back at the time was the Shy combo. I had to practice a combo with Flash and then wait until Flash is back up and try again. I had no practice tool. Either you disconnect, reconnect, or you wait. So I used to go to the internet cafe. I get like 4 or 3 PCs. And I go into a custom game with every account. And then I try the combo 4 times and then wait again and then try it. There was nothing else you could do if you would learn a good combo back then. Nowadays, obviously, the skill curve, everyone has a practice tool, everyone has bunch of YouTube tutorials. You have basically free access to so much knowledge that even when I sometimes stream unranked to Diamond, suddenly some gold people already know know how to freestyle a wave, how to manipulate wave management. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So even gold players or platinum players have decent knowledge nowadays, which back at the time I could easily go 20-0 and get every account in 1 day to Diamond. Nowadays it's a little bit difficult. Also the champs, there are like 160 something champs right now. You know, the game changed, a lot of champs came out. the counterplay sometimes is not, yeah, how do I explain it? Back then, at least, you bought QSS and you felt like you had enough counterplay to everything. This season somehow is like so bot lane dependent. Like if they have Zeri Yumi and the Zeri is, I don't know, high elo, she's like untouchable, there's like no counterplay to it. Back then it didn't feel like it. Back then it felt like, alright, I got Riven, I can always 1v5. Or on Vayne. Vayne back then was, after Blade of the Ruined King, you were... It was especially the time where High Aim Gosu and Double Lift shined, right? These guys on Vayne, people who had insane mechanically skill, were the gods of League. This, nowadays, it doesn't feel like mechanical players are the gods. It's somehow like an Aphelios with the Yumi when I'm watching LCS, who just outscales the whole lobby. It's like a lot scaling dependent, even though now I play Kindred and Graves. Kindred's not the super best early game, but you outscale everything. So once you got your Trinity Force, Wits End, Black Cleaver, it's like GG's, you outscaled the whole lobby. This is obviously a game from yesterday in Diamond 1, 90 LP-ish elo. I'm just letting this game, how do I explain? Yeah, I just letting this like show now. No commentating or whatever. I can upload full games with commentary and all that, but it's just me going to be like talking about my experience with League and my solo queue experience. And if I'm gonna be completely honest here, my whole month that I spent in Diamond, Elo, Diamond 4 to Diamond 1, back up. It was the worst experience with League I've ever had. Like, the least fun. This Elo is by far the most disgusting Elo to play in. No doubt. Like, on Gold 1, let's be honest. On Silver 1, when I smurf, the people are nice because they're motivated to reach Gold. So if I tell them, yo guys, chill, we have a bad start, I can carry it, trust me, just let me farm 2 items. They're so motivated in low elo, they still have that hope in their fires. They still wanna climb, they wanna improve. Bro, these low elo people are actually really nice. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes. And I can control them and guide them and carry them. Same as on gold. The gold people want to climb to platinum, you can motivate them. On platinum 4, there are these, it's already the ultra hard stuck ones, 1k platinum 4, they can't climb. There's no possible way to give these guys hopes. So if they have a bad start, they're gonna run you down and there's nothing you can do about it. On platinum 1 it's different because they want diamond. So there again you have that dynamic that if you motivate them, they will continue to play, they won't give up directly. So this is from silver to diamond. Let me drink my coffee real quick. And smoke a cigarette. Sorry for smoking by the way, but... So on diamond, then you have the 1k games diamond hard stocks, low diamond, diamond 4 who never climb out. You have no chance to motivate them. They have such a huge ego because they reach diamond, but deep inside they know they will never get out of diamond 4, so they're honestly not even that bad, but their mental is completely fucked. So if they go 0-1 in lane, it's almost impossible to like get out of this elo. And I've talked to a lot of high elo friends, and you know, they all say the same, that basically what you want to do is to manipulate your MMR with a new account, that way that you get like 40 LP, 36 LP, so that you just have to play 3 games in Diamond 4. Also they have such a high MMR that they basically avoid this elo. So they play like 1-2 games in that elo, they get 36 LP, and after 2 or 3 wins they are already out. So this is basically how you avoid that ultra toxic cancer bed Diamond 4 stuck elos. There's no other way around it, to be honest. It's really difficult to do it with honest gameplay. Honest gameplay is you are in that elo with an MMR that belongs into that elo and you get only 20 LP. Right now we have a huge problem in League of Legends because of the elo inflation. What does it actually mean, elo inflation? We have like 1 million master players. And why is that? Is the question. Well, the thing is, since Riot Games changed the MMR system and the LP system, that means that you get 27 LP, 29, 31. What does it actually mean? That means that every elo boosting website can offer elo boosts for way less money now. So you want to get from Diamond 4 to Diamond 3, but you're hard stuck, but your account is 27 LP or 30 or whatever. The elo booster just needs 3 or 4 wins for one division. This means they can offer you a boost for 10 euro per game or 15 euro per game, whatever, and you're out of Diamond. The same goes for Diamond 1, Diamond 2. They can basically boost you for really low money to higher elos. This is why it's elo inflation. Every elo boosting website can offer the cheapest of boosts because a booster doesn't need to invest much time. They can just do a queue with another GM or challenger and they are directly to the elo you want to achieve. And this is a huge, fucking huge problem for solo queue, in Diamond especially. There's so, like in Diamond, the whole pool of players, you have real diamonds, you have eBay accounts, bought accounts, 100%. There are some people in Diamond, they don't even know how to kite. They stay in one place and attack. You see their whole macro decision-making mechanics that they're silver or gold, sometimes platinum by max. You see that they're no way Diamond. 100% after 10 years experience, you can tell directly that the player, due to his movement mechanics, items, the way they play, the way they build, the whole package, you can see it's an eBay account. So you have real diamonds, you have eBay accounts, then you have the 1k games completely broken mental stuck diamonds. The run down guys, you have no chance. Then you have a bunch of elo boosters. So there's 4 different categories. And what else do you have? I don't know, this is like the main 4 that comes to my mind right now. And you have like maybe some, and you have a bunch of smurfs. When you play Diamond 3 solo queue, suddenly enemy team has 2 silver players. And you see they have 90% win rate, and there's some ultra smurfs creating monster accounts where you have absolutely no chance. These guys play against your Diamond 4 top laner or Diamond 3 top laner who has 1k games, no chance. They will completely destroy him. So you have hyper smurfs too, not only the elo boosters. And playing solo in such a pool is the least fun. It's coin flip heavy as fuck. Usually the main argument about solo queue is, mathematically speaking, you have 4 randoms in your team because we assume you're the good player. So you have 4 apes. Enemy team has 5 slots. That means they can get 5 apes. So long term, mathematically speaking, the rule of large numbers, like if you play 1k games, you can get unlucky in 10 games, 20 games, because then if you got the trolls or the bad players, there's nothing you can do, theoretically speaking, mathematically wise. But enemy team has still 5 slots, so on the long term, you should be able to climb if you are the better player from out of these 10, because you get 4 apes on the max, and enemy team can get 5 apes. But on Diamond 1, because there's so many elo boosting players going on, and you know, the pool is so mixed like I explained, the whole mathematics doesn't go out, doesn't like solve itself, because enemy team has 5 slots and they can get elo boosters. From 5 slots, you can maximal get 4 slots. And since you're not a challenger player yourself, you can lose. So the whole mix with eBay accounts, okay, you can say they can get 5 eBay accounts, this is true. But still, from my personal experience, you get run down so many times, you get so many times a 0-10 player. And if that player is in your team, there's no chance. Same is on Diamond 1, when I played Diamond 1, and you play with master players, there are some crazy OTPs. This was the last category. You have OTPs, like 1 million mastery points Katarina, 1 million Victor, 1 million whatever, Ranga. And if these guys, they have the biggest elo ever, ego, because they're master, And if they start the game 0-1, or if their champion gets banned or picked, it's over. You have to dodge. So you have a Katarina main, 1 million points, who writes, play around mid, and we win the game. And you're on your first full clear, and enemy, whatever, decides to gank level 2 or 3 mid, he dies, they go 0-10. They run you down, they flame you, jungle gap, whatever, and it's over. These OTPs are also so much cancer. I would recommend to avoid these kind of guys. And yeah, this is also why it was the least fun for me to play this game. Because you get run down so much, toxic player. It's like, it's not fun at all, if I'm honest and if I'm telling the truth. The way how I reached it is I watched Griffin, the new 16 years old, 1900 or 800 LP jungler Kindred main. He motivated me to improve on my Kindred. I watched a lot of Tarzan on the German, because I'm from Germany. We have like Agurin, the best jungler, but his jungle style, I tried watching it, learning from it, and it's not my style at all. It's like, whenever I watch his gameplay, it's like, he plays Shyvana or Jarvan and full clears. And after a full clear, he does another full clear. And after a second full clear, does another full clear. And it's like, honestly, I'm like, how the fuck do you get rank 1 with that full clear style? Then I watched Tarzan, and Tarzan plays Graves, and he's like, yeah, I can invade level 1, I can invade level 2, you have to play aggressive, you have to dominate the game. And in Tarzan, when he was rank 1, dominated the jungle so immensely on every level with his Graves, like no fucks given. And this is exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to have the feeling that I carry the game directly, not after 5 full clears. Obviously it was a different patch back then, because now ganking and full clear is changed a little bit, so the rewards are different. But I have also spent a lot of time with coaches, like get a challenger coach, asked him, yo, do you think I have the mechanics to have it? Is my macro bad? Is my item bad? Like, what's the reason I can't climb? And I remember back when I was diamond 2 or 3-ish, I had a coach, and he reviewed like 3 of my games where I had insanely bad teammates, but I was actually performing well. And I asked him, bro, would you be able to carry this game? And he said no. And he said, yeah, but if you can't carry the game and you tell me you couldn't carry the game as challenger, like, what am I supposed to do? And he told me, yeah, you're really unlucky with your account. You can start a new one, or you can keep trying. There's nothing you can do. You can't win every game. And I was so mad about this that he tried to analyze and coach me, but he couldn't find that many main mistakes. My clear was okay. My analysis, pre-game analysis was okay. My items were okay. Like, he couldn't find a lot of things to tell me, yeah, you have to do this and this and this, and then you will climb. So it was already pretty fucked up that I was trying to improve and get help, but there wasn't really no one that, it felt like no one could help me. And the ones that I wanted to have coaching from, like Daenerys, Master Yi, or Agorin, or they want like 200-300 euros or 75 per hour. It's like, I'm not rich. Listen, I'm not rich, so I can't afford $300 for 1 hour coaching session, and then they tell you 1 hour something and it's over. Also, what game do you choose in that 1 hour? You know, it's like so fucked up, the prices, but I can understand that the rank 1 wants that kind of money. It's understandable, but it's not nothing I can afford. So what do you do if the guy you want coaching from, you don't have enough money to buy it? You watch him and try to copy it. The only thing left, I analyzed on myself, I coached myself basically, I rewatched and saw, maybe I should have done this different, maybe I should have done that different, maybe going to Drake had more value here, you know, stuff like this, self-improvement. And yeah, basically watch Griffin, try to understand what he's doing. Luckily he explains a lot of things on stream. I mean, the thing with Griffin is sadly that he is mechanically so strong on Kindred that he can actually play situations that he probably wouldn't recommend himself. Going like 1v2 or 2v2, he knows that he can win it because he will outplay the opponent mechanically wise. But if he would have told a normal gold player to do the same, or silver or whatever, he wouldn't actually win that same situation, you know. And this is also really important if you how do I explain it? Sorry, my English is not good, but it obviously plays a huge role in mechanics. Yeah, and the same I did with Graves. I watched Graves, solo queue, challenger Graves, random Graves on YouTube that I don't even know the names of. Some Chinese Graves, rank 1 Graves player, and Tarzan obviously a lot. And try to copy that, but this style that I play with Graves is so extreme. And Graves, the last few weeks got changed, you know, dramatically. You had like full lethality Graves being the best. Next week the Godrinker Graves was the best. Next week the Crit Graves was the best. So it was, then you had 1 week where Trinity Force was okay-ish. Then I played Gale Force on Graves and one-shotted everything, and the next day it didn't work anymore, so really fucked up that Graves somehow changed so hard during the last weeks and patches. So I still play Graves, and I still play Kindred. These are like, I would say, my main champs: Graves, Kindred, and Cassiopeia on mid lane. And yeah, I'm gonna skip that where I asked if enemies were boosted. Because they played like, I don't know, man, it felt like being in a silver lobby. It was not even funny. It was not even funny. Sometimes you have that, you know, where people, you can feel or sense it that it didn't felt like a Diamond 1 game. It felt more like a Gold 5 game or Silver 1 game. I think that I win this game too. And then promo, I lose the first one. But yeah, if you guys want to know how to improve, I would try to find a good coach, a cheap coach. There are a bunch of coaches for 20 bucks per hour. I would recommend watching high elos, but not always. You have to watch a high elo play in your elo. It doesn't help if you watch a diamond. If you watch a challenger play in challenger, is completely different than if a challenger plays in Diamond 1 or Diamond 5. This is what you need. You need a high elo to watch how they smurf. And solo queue, not duo queue. Don't watch some... There's a guy on AO West, Scripter 1v9, I think. Kindred goes every game, 20 kills on Kindred. But always duo queue with the Lulu, following him around the whole map. I don't say that he's a bad player, but this is completely different from you playing solo queue. You won't have a Lulu that sits on your ass and buffs you all the time, gives you ult, he gives you movement speed, gives you all the buffs that you need. So this is really important that you actually stick to a game plan and say, alright, I want to get it solo or duo or whatever. And yeah, this is really important. Because I also tried duo queue with a friend. He played support, I played on my other account. We lost some games and he went mental and said, yo, you know what, you have to try it yourself. It's so fucked up, this elo, I don't have fun, I don't enjoy it. We lost, and then I was like, alright, I can totally understand it, I will try it solo. So obviously after a lot of games, you try out different things. You try out duo queue, you try out different champs that you never played before, you try out different roles. And I was like, yo, can you play support? And I will still play jungle. I will still try to do the main thing, and if there's something you can support. And he was like, yeah, sure, we played a few games. The first day we won a lot of games, then we lost a lot of games. And then the last day we tried to play. We took also some breaks. I played solo, and yeah, when we played the last time, he kind of rage quitted, you know. He was like so mad because our mid run down, top run down, and he was like, yo, this elo is so cancer, I can't enjoy it. You have to try to climb solo. I was like, alright bro, I totally understand it. And I was Diamond 3, and I went from Diamond 3 to Master in one session. Solo queue, without duo queue abused, without elo boosting, solo, completely. Every game was on stream solo. But It's different. It's just different. Solo queue is different than duo queue. You have no one that you can rely on. Oh, that song is garbage. And yeah, this is the real talk, man. I have some friends who are platinum trying to hit diamond, gold trying to hit platinum and whatever, and it looks like to me they have more fun than I do. They play duo with their friends. They have so much room to improve, you know. And they even don't want to do with me. When I say, yo, I can go onto a gold account and duo, yeah, we can't do it with you because it will be cheating. You're diamond. And I say, but I wanna chill, I wanna play with friends, I wanna play in low elo. Let me have time, man. Let me take a break from this diamond. And do you know what they say? No, you have to keep pushing to hit master. So they don't even give me a break. Yeah, now we're gonna try to hit Grandmaster, obviously. We'll try to hit Grandmaster. And then, yeah. I know that I can't hit Challenger because there are only 300 people. Oh yeah, I remember the fail flash. I was awake for 20 hours here or something. Way too long. I couldn't focus anymore. But yeah, this is a real talk video. I hope it helps. I hope I gave you an honest view of how solo queue in Europe West Diamond Elo is. How hard it was, how much I had to invest, how much I had to suffer. I had to beg for coaching. Some people gave me coachings for free, which I really appreciated. But even these guys struggle in that elo, so yeah, that's what it is. Graves Kindred played that top lane a lot, like 6-7 games in a row, won them all. I don't know why, I just randomly picked that top lane. I felt like doing it, but then they always kept playing Malphite, and you can't beat Malphite as that somehow, and you're stuck under tower all the time. So I got away from that top lane and went back to jungle Kindred. And yeah, if you like the video, I would appreciate the thumbs up. If you want more content, if you want game reviews or full game uploads, I would really appreciate if you guys would actually like leave a comment. Tell me what I could do to improve my little stream and all that. And despite that, I wish you a nice day. Enjoy, and I will put the link from my whole 10-11 stream hour session on the comment section, so you can, or in the description. So if you want to see how I climbed from D3 to Master in one day, or whatever it was, you can like. I didn't stream from the beginning. I started streaming after I was already playing, but you can still see the main games. And yeah, gonna be 28 minutes video. I hope it's not too long. It is what it is. I had to express myself. I had to talk a little bit about what's going on, and have a nice day.